Let's go to number 4, which for me is gonna be Siquijor Island. And with that, you're gonna really notice that I enjoyed in the Philippines the places the most that, let's say, had a little bit more of a local character, a little bit more of an adventure vibe. And this small island that you can reach either from the Cebu Island or from the Bohol Island, what I really liked about it, it's very small, yet you can take a nice bike ride, around 2-3 hours to loop the whole island. You have a nice waterfall where you can actually do some action and adventure. You have a little bit of cliff jumping, not too high, but definitely really enjoyable and cool. But outside of these two beaches, the island is super, let's say at this point, not that busy. It's quite local, and again, the motorbike rides I enjoyed a lot. A little bit of a secret recommendation from me. And so we're going into number 3. And for me, it's gonna be, unexpectedly actually myself, Bantayan Island. So this island is at the tip, at the top of the Cebu Island. You take a bus, you take a ferry, and some people call it, let's say, the less developed, less touristy Boracay. They also have these amazing blue water beaches, and actually on the whole island they only have one area that is, let's say, a little bit more busy. There you can find some guest houses, some hostels, maybe 1 or 2 bars, so it's still very, if you drive out, I gotta say, just the vibe of this island, it was so slow, so relaxed. Maybe it was the time of the year that I was there. Some nice local, let's say, Spanish Filipino bakeries. Outside of the island you have the Virgin Island of Bantayan and all of that. Really cool, kind of like my type of Boracay. If you are in the Cebu area anyway, I can highly recommend it. Okay, and so finally, what you have been waiting for, my number 2. One of the best things I've probably ever done, which is a boat expedition, in my case in between of El Nido and Coron. And the way you can expect it is with one of the many tour companies that offer it. You jump on their boat, usually they have a camp set up somewhere on one of these smaller islands, and with the boat you go out into the waters. You visit many secluded islands. Very often you're gonna be the only person on the beach, maybe volleyball playing on the beach. You get fresh seafood, fish, squid, amazing fresh fruits from local markets. Me personally, I went on the tour with the company Kiluma. At this point I know these guys quite well, and I absolutely love, let's say, the authentic experience that they're offering. The groups usually are quite small, so during these few days you really become friends with the people that you're on. No Wi-Fi, no distractions, just pure nature into you. And I gotta say, it was one of the best experiences overall that I've had in all of my travels. The nature is breathtaking, the opportunity to disconnect, and you have the option. Either you can head out every day with the boat, explore different secluded islands, or stay in the camp and really wind out, just be by yourself, be the only person on the beach. And I will link their information in the description below. I highly recommend it, one of the best things you can do in the Philippines. Okay, and my number 1 in the Philippines as of right now is the island of Shergaon. Okay, so here I have to really explain to you why that is. It doesn't even maybe has the most amazing nature. I would say that is the trip to the secluded islands. But just, let's say, the energy and the vibe on the island. If you stay there a little longer, not just a day or 2, but a few days, maybe a week, it feels super homey. There's a lot of people, let's say expat, who actually stay there, who start their businesses, a lot of very nice local cafes where actually also a lot of people are working. And it reminded me in that case a little bit of Bali. And the island is really growing, but my favorite thing on it by far, that is really the favorite. My number 1 motorbike ride is in Shergaon. The palm trees, the island is actually quite large. You can drive for like 5 to 6 hours. Be careful, a lot of people get into motorbike accidents, and that also happened to me. Nothing serious, but definitely always keep that in mind. Almost every evening you can find somewhere live music playing. The beaches are quite nice, but let's say it's more of a surfer's town. There's a lot of surfers, so if that's something, you will definitely love it. If you want to just have like, let's say this pure sand, just calm waters. Head out on one of the neighboring islands, and that's where you can get that. It's actually very close, easy to get to as well with just a boat. So overall, if I would go back right now in the Philippines, probably Siargao would be definitely very high on the list. It's one of the places that I recently visited and I enjoyed a lot. So guys, what you just watched, this short little clip, is one of hundreds of travel videos that I have shot in the past 3 years, traveling the world, at this point close to 50 countries. But it's not just about traveling, sightseeing, sick places, nice accommodations. It's a little bit more about, I call it building freedom. That's what Got a World to See stands for. Living in different countries, creating a life that you can wake up in the morning and be excited about. So the little piece that you saw here, this is my highlight clip channel. So if you don't know what I'm up to, check out my main channel, Danny Got a World to See. I will link the specific video that you have just watched in the description. So whatever you do, subscribe on Danny Got a World to See. You can also join me on my Instagram, where I share a little bit behind the scenes, current updates. Sometimes people ask me, hey Danny, are you still in the Philippines? Are you still in Albania? Are you still in Hong Kong? And sometimes the video is already years old, and these highlight clips, they're all taken from the past 2-3 years. And so I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the full episode below, and we're gonna see each other very soon.